Okay. So here we go. Somebody here gonna read for me? Okay, so this is marriage class. Tiffany and Larry, I know it's your first time here. Hi, Davion. What up, Pastor Linda? Kim, you said you wasn't gonna be here.
I'm here.
So y'all know. That's me keeps nickname by me and Whitney. I don't know why, but so I'm married. You know, I'm married to a songwriter.
Yes.
And so my husband wrote this song, and it's called "Marriage Is Honorable." Mm-hmm. And I love this song. So he was in the studio, I knew he was trying to get back in the studio and, writing all his gospel rap. I figured he's just in there writing some good gospel rap songs. So I was like, so he would come home, he'd be like, oh, babe, after a couple of weeks, oh, they want to hear my song? I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. So then, 3 or 4 weeks later, come back like, okay, babe, want to hear my other song? Like, yeah, let's hear it. And so this night, he came home and he was like, listen to the song. And so I was like, and so when he played it, I'm listening and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, it was a song about marriage. And I was like, okay, play it again. Mm-hmm. And he played it again. I'm like, babe, play it again. And so we listened to it. I don't know, we probably listened to it all night. Because I'm a mess. I ain't gonna, marriage, like we all know, is not like perfect and easy, like it's work. But when he wrote this song, and it to think that even after 30 years that somebody would still feel that way about you, so I'm going to start off with the song because I want you guys to listen to it, and I want you as single men and as single women to know that there is somebody out there who will love you like that. There's somebody out there, there's a single woman out there, there's a single man out there, but you have to, for real, honestly, just wait and let God do it, because any other way is temporary. It's like, yeah, they'll love you for a minute, they'll say they love you, they say they want you, but if it's not a real man of God, if it's not a man with integrity, if it's not a man who really, has conviction, once it gets old, it's old. We fine, okay? We can admit that we fine. But we ain't fine enough to stop them from cheating. We ain't fine enough to stop them from mistreating us, especially if they don't know God. So when I listen to this song, it's my prayer for everybody, the single men too, not just women, to wait on God and let God bring that person to you. Don't try to rush it. And I know, and I don't mean when I say I feel sorry, because I don't feel sorry, because you guys are doing something that I never did. So I can't even say I know how you feel, because I don't, because I didn't do it this way. But I can sit here and watch this man up here practically kill himself every Tuesday and Wednesday for his single women and for his single men to not get out there and get destroyed and get mistreated, because it don't take long. You can build a person up for 15, 20 years, and one man can come along and destroy all of that in 6 months, in a year. And then you starting all over again, because you're coming right back like, you know what, you was right. I didn't know. He said he loved me. He said I was good. He said all of these things. But if he has that, no God, no conviction, if he doesn't have that, it is so temporary, and it just ain't worth it. But listen to this song, and I love this song, guys. So You need the microphone? Huh?
Yeah, he's got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cause I tried, yeah. I gave her my name. I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Oh, we tried, yeah. I gave her my name. I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Girl, I tried, yeah. I gave her my name. I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Oh, we tried, yeah. I gave her my name. I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Girl, I tried. My girl, my world, my love, my life. My queen, her king, the ring, my wife. Yeah, my crown, the jewel. I gave her my name. My bone, my flesh. We one in the same way. I'm not the best at expressing my love and how I feel. Don't get emotional much, but I gotta keep it real. I don't be walking on her like she was a doormat. The better half of this brother, my girl is all that. She's 30-something years ago, she first caught my eye. Y'all call it middle school, but we call it junior high. Never imagine we'd be making a family together. Never imagine every storm would come from weather. Together, see it's for better or worse. Together, seeking the kingdom that be keeping us first. A mama, no baby drama. She mothers my kids, no more trying. See, I ain't lying, this is just how it is. Cause I tried. I gave her my name. I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Oh, we tried. I gave her my name. I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Girl, I tried. I gave her my name. I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Oh, we tried. I gave her my name. I'm trying. Oh, I tried. She's my life companion. We hand in hand. When Satan come up against us, then we grab his hands and touch and agree. Confident in her priest. Confident that I can lay at her feet when I'm weak. Spiritually and metaphorically, we joined at the hip. I'm her dock. She's my ship. I'm her block. She's my clip. We get together like a hand in a glove. It's a commitment and expression of love. Cause a man that finds him a wife finds him a good thing. No need for cheating on her cause she is my good thing. Joys are multiplied, sorrow shared, stepping out of our comfort zones, conquering fair, repping the kingdom while we're making it clear. Together another year, watching the world stare. Yeah, they used to whisper, what she seeing that dude? No more trying because I proved I had nothing to prove. Cause I tried, yeah. I gave her my name, I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Oh, we tried, yeah. I gave her my name, I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Girl, I tried, yeah. I gave her my name, I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Oh, we tried, yeah. I gave her my name, I'm trying. Oh, I tried. See the grass is getting greener on the other side. Don't let pride in the devil. Pride is the devil. Ride with the devil and you're destined to preach. See, it hurts a lot worse when your girl on the street. Cause you sing and you creep. Adultery street. She was asleep while you creep, but now she's sleeping with another creep. Freaking, the hurt's deeper than deep. Now you're weeping cause all the teaching is making you weak in the knees. Look, I'm begging you, please. Stay praying on your knees. Believe in God, please. I tried, I gave her my name, I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Oh, we tried, yeah. I gave her my name, I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Girl, I tried, yeah. I gave her my name, I'm trying. Oh, I tried. Oh, we tried, yeah.
That's the right food right there, I'm telling you. That boy can write his butt off. But, so, that's why I listened to that song, and I listened to that song, and I listened to that song, because, I mean, it makes my heart so full, you know, to know that, I'm like, dang, you still feel like that? Crazy as I am. But it's a blessing. It is a blessing because me and this one right here, we gonna get into some stuff, y'all. You know, and you know, people say, well, you know, does he ever get mad? I'm like, yeah, he does. I be telling him I'm a recorder. I'm like, I'm gonna record you, boy, because they need to know the real AG feel. You know, I mean, and you know, and people think, they just think that, you know, that you have like this like perfect marriage, and you know, you know, you just know ain't nobody got a perfect marriage. I mean, you see, we be here. 7 o'clock Sunday, 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock Tuesday, 7 o'clock Wednesday. I mean, shoot, if we had it going on like that, we wouldn't be here. We'd be kicking it somewhere like, hey, I mean, we perfect. I mean, why are we spending all this time? Why are we wasting all this time here? So, I mean, you know that no marriage is perfect, and we go through. We've been through a lot of things. So, there's somebody out there that will love you guys like that. You know, there's nothing you can't tell me God won't do. Okay? Like, I've watched God, like, bring my dad back practically from the dead. So, you know, people tell me the doctor said that, I'd be like, hey, I just don't believe it. Do I make? Hey, to the end. I'm like, to the end, like, hey, I've seen God do it. So, and then if he would have took my dad, then I know, okay, God, I mean, but he brought him back. You know, and so I just like, I'm like, I don't believe, I argue with a doctor in a minute. To the point he'd be like, honey, shut up. I'm like, no, babe, like, no, I don't think they did that. I just will, because I'm like, no, because they missed some steps, because they're not perfect. And I'm like, I don't agree with that. Like, they told me my dad was brain dead. I'm like, really? How is he brain dead when he just wiggled his toes for me? I'm like, you only in the room 5 minutes, doctor. Like, I'm in there like 3 hours. So I don't believe he's brain dead. Well, okay, well, let's do a CAT scan. And they came back and they said, oh, you're right. I know. I ain't no doctor. They call me Dr. Google though, but I ain't no doctor, but you wasn't going to convince me that my dad was brain dead because I knew he wasn't. So I'm not convinced that God can't still bless you guys. I mean, I know that he is, and I know it gets hard waiting and waiting and waiting. I know that it does, but just keep waiting. Just keep waiting. Don't settle for nothing less than what you've given to God. Don't settle for nothing less. I've talked a little about how me and Keith met. Let me see. I got some notes here, y'all. I'm not real good at keeping notes. So, me and Keith met in 9th grade. He was in my math class at Nathan Hale Junior High, Mr. Kane. And it was just like, he was, you know, he was just like this like little nerdy little dude. And I'm like, what's up, boy? You know? And we became the best of friends. Like, it didn't start there. He ended up being friends with my brothers and whatever. So we just became really good friends. And that was it. Like, it was just strictly friends. And then, you know, as he came around more, you know, we still, for years, me and Keith was friends. Like, it was nothing more than friends. Keith was engaged to be married to somebody else. Right, babe? Don't patronize me, babe. You know you was engaged to be married to her. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, we went through a serious friendship. I was engaged to be killed by somebody else. What now? You know that's true. But dude was gonna kill me for real. Like, I'm gonna beat you and I'm gonna fight you and I'm gonna dog you, but you ain't gonna leave me because I'm gonna kill you. Like, that's just how it was. And even through all that, and Keith was still like, he would be like, you know, he ain't no good, you need to get away. But he was with somebody else. Like, it was never like he just really, really cared about me because we were friends. And he'd be like, he ain't right. And he could be like, and don't tell him I told you that he was trying to talk to such and such. And I'm like, I ain't gonna say nothing. As soon as I hung up for Keith, I was like, you no good, such and such. Keith told me you. And Keith used to get so mad. He's like, didn't I tell you not to tell him I told you that? I'm like, I know, I so mad. But he tried for a long time, and not because he was trying to get with me at that point, but he really just was like, this dude ain't no good, you deserve so much better. To the point where, by the time I was 18, I had 2 kids. He didn't even come to the hospital to see. Like, when I had Netta, he came to the hospital. Her dad never came. He spent the majority of Netta's life saying that she wasn't his. And so, just, like, for real, true friends. And I'm gonna bust this rap for y'all real quick that my babe wrote. I'm just gonna bust just a little bit of this rap that he wrote. So, years later, I realized that he was really checking me out in 9th grade. I thought we was just friends, but he told me about 10 years later he really was trying to get with me. So he wrote this whole family song that I'm not gonna go to, but it's so funky, y'all. I'm not kidding. He wrote it to what's the Outstanding. He wrote it to Outstanding. It's off the chain. But on this one part, he said, "Say you beat, baby." It was the 9th grade when we first met, right in September. I remember, I could never forget them jeans. Dripping with the serious cream. Swelled up to the point you would have thought he had a built-in beast finish. Smoking, if you tried to press up, your heart got broken. Her boyfriend kept her under lock and key. But see, I knew there come the day he couldn't keep her from keeping me. Songwriter. He be writing so many songs. I'm like, oh, okay. But so fast forward, so we ended up finally dating. Never met me, and I don't even think the twins was born yet. So I'm telling you, I didn't do it like y'all did. I kind of did it wrong. But we've literally probably been together about 35 or 36 years, somewhere in there. And we've been through a lot. Had a lot of issues. Me and Keith done been through the broke stage. We used to catch the bus together. Like what y'all getting now, like if I had even heard of just a smidgen of what y'all heard when I was 16, 17, 18, I'd be a bad chick. Like even better, I'm saying. Because I was so messed up. Like with a mom and a dad, I was messed up, because I just did stupid stuff. And, when me and Keith got married, they ain't gonna last 6 months. They ain't gonna last 6 months. But when we got married, that's one thing that Keith said. He was like, this is it. I'm not getting married to get divorced. We are married. And so whatever came up, whatever situations come up in marriage, it's a fight. It is a fight. You fight for your marriage. You fight for what you want just as hard as you fight to stay single, to stay kept. You fight in your marriage. You fight for that. And you don't let anybody or anything separate. Divorce was a word that we it's just like a cuss word. We don't talk about divorce, And he can make me so mad. That boy can make me mad. But the more I respond to his anger, because Keith apologized fast. He taught me how to apologize. Because I used to be like, dude, I ain't saying sorry like that. I didn't do nothing. I'm not, nope. That, heck no. But Keith will. Keith will say sorry. I ain't even going to go back into that boy was forever saying sorry. I'm like, would you just stop? You want to keep saying sorry so much all the time. But he taught me how to apologize. And it's not an easy thing to do, especially me and Keith do everything together. Keith can drop me off at work, and before he gets to work, I'll call him. What you doing? He's like, I'm driving to work, man. Hey. If If we wake up in the morning arguing, I get an hour lunch. I don't know what to do in that hour. I just be like, I can't call him because, I ain't calling him. Nope. And so for a whole hour, I'm twiddling my thumbs like that because that's what we do at lunch. Like, I'm calling him. That's what we do. Break. What you doing? Hey, doing the same thing he was doing like 2 hours ago, working. He's still at work, but that's just what we do. And so, so you learn to say sorry quick, because I'll be so bored at lunch. I'm like, if I go for a walk, ain't no malls out here. I can't go shopping, so I guess I better say sorry. I have something to do. But when Bishop talks about seriously looking within, like looking at yourself, like it's like for real. Like you have to look at yourself. You have to, because we ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. He's not perfect. Like we make mistakes. We get it wrong so much. I still get it wrong. I still say too much. I still do. Sometimes, like Mama Rita gave me the famous line. She's like, Lisa, is it worth repenting over? Don't say it. Is it worth the repentance point? She's like, don't say it. Because sometimes I just be wanting to say it. Me and Danielle laughed about that one day, didn't we, Danielle? We was like, hey, if we're going to get in trouble for saying it, we might as well just go there. Like, okay, I'm good for about 6 months. But sometimes it is hard. Like, you really do just, but it's the more you learn and you hear him talk about being introspective, like it is, like you have to look within, you have to look at yourself, you have to apologize even when you ain't wrong. And that, that sounds real easy to just roll off your tongue. But that is some irritating stuff, y'all. Like, that is some irritating stuff. Like, I gotta say sorry. And my babe, sometimes he get a kick out of that stuff, though. He'll be like, ooh, I know you want to say something real bad, don't you? And I'll be like, babe, see, that ain't right. I'm trying to be saved, babe, but you antagonizing me. But it is hard. But in order to have a successful marriage, like that is a big part of it. Like you have to learn to say sorry, especially if you're wrong. If you're wrong, I still think that's unfair. I gotta say sorry if I didn't do nothing wrong, but anyway, I don't move past that. But when you're wrong, like for real, you really, really, really gotta learn how to say sorry, and that's not easy for people. Like it's not easy at all. It is not easy at all to say sorry. But after 30 years, you kind of learn each other. We're very, very overprotective of our marriage. Like very, we overprotective of our marriage, of who we talk to, who we share things with, because because everybody don't, everybody ain't happy for, everybody don't want your marriage to work. And you have to protect them, you have to guard, you have to be careful who you talk to, especially if they ain't down for you. Ain't no use in sharing that information, because people will sit there with you and I'm like, really? No, he didn't. And when you walk away, they like, it just is what it is. So you have to know who you can share. I mean, like we have our circle. We have our circle. We have our friends. We have people that we can get together and Bo and Tracy. Me and Keith, Tracy, we get together and have it going on, because we can just go there. There's no holds barred. Why? Because they love us, we love them. We want that marriage to work. They want this marriage. Tiffany and Larry. We can get there and we can get down, facing stuff. And you have to have friends like that, because otherwise you'll implode, But it's a beautiful thing. I love being married. I wouldn't trade it with all that we've been through, all of our issues, all of our problems. His mom died, my mom died. His dad was sick, my dad was sick. I had a heart attack. He had a hip replacement. But it didn't matter. It's like I don't care who it is. And even though me and his mom didn't have the greatest relationship, that's my husband's mom. And when it came down to that's my husband. But I've said that for years before his mom was even sick. It doesn't matter how she feels about me. That's your mom. And I don't ever want you to be able to tell me when your mom dies, well, you didn't even like my mom. Because even though his mom didn't like me, I don't want him to ever say he didn't like her. Because, feelings change when a person dies, And so that was one thing I always prided myself on, like, no, I'm not. And when his mom died, I was there. I was there for his mom regardless. And even in the end, his dad told me that his mom was like, you talk about 9 months left of her life, which we didn't know she only had 9 months, but she was like, I hate that. I didn't know her like that then. She hated that she had let so much come in between me and her because she didn't get to see the real me until she was on her deathbed, but it was still all good. But when it comes down to that one right there, like this, there's nothing I won't do. Like this man has, he's done, like when my dad was in Lincoln, we would drive to Lincoln 2 or 3 times a week, 3 or 4 times a week, and he never complained. He would sit there with me with Queen, Lincoln, and he would sit there with my dad. I know he didn't feel like doing that after work, and I know he was tired, but he never was like, hey, I do not feel like, can't you start thinking by yourself? Why about it? Never did that. Never did that. But I'm saying, like, it comes down to being friends. It comes down to being friends. And so whoever you're married to, that person has to be a friend. They have to be a friend. Because sometimes, you my husband, but I'm not really feeling that husband vibe right now. And so you have to fall back on friendship. Like we was friends before we was anything else. And we was friends for years. He used to even take me to shopping mall. He won't do it now that much, but he would sit there while I tried on clothes. He would tell me what to put back on again, and we wasn't even dating. Like we was friends. I'm telling you, this dude right here, he has the biggest heart. But I talk about this being in this. No, I already talked about that. Talk about that. Let's talk about perfect marriages. Even though I touched on that a little bit, I know that that's one thing that Bishop is big on, because everybody thinks like, you have like this perfect marriage, and they don't realize the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into a marriage. Like it's work. It's work. And I don't like to say it like, man, it's work. Like, you know how you feel like you want to work? Like, oh, I got to go to the job today. Dang, I don't feel like going to work. It's not work like that. It's work like the majority of if you master, as your pastor loves to say, the art of communication, the majority of your time is fun. It's chill, it's cool, it is monotonous. It is monotonous because you do the same thing. Like we do the same thing. We get off work, go home, what you want to eat? I don't know what you want to eat. I don't know what sounds good to you. No, I don't want that. Well, we do every day. And so it's monotonous. We go home, we watch CNN, my baby talking about how dumb Donald Trump, like, honey, turn the TV off. That's his subject right now, boy. He can't stand Donald Trump. And then his dad loves him. So that's an instant argument. He's like, oh, guess what? I went to the gas station and filled my tank up for $25. Thank you, Mr. Trump. And you be ready to hit him like, dude, like, stop. And he gets real irritated, but it is monotonous. You do the same thing over and over and over. But it can be the most beautiful thing ever. Like it's all in what you make. It is art of communication. It is how you wake up in the morning. It is me. We wake up every morning and we pray. And sometimes Satan be like waiting for us to get up, like, come on. I've been wanting to say this all night. Waiting for y'all to get up. Y'all gonna get up and pray, and it ruins the whole day. It really, really does. So the art of communication is you have to learn what to say, how to say it, when to say it, I might not even mean it the way it comes out, but Sometimes it'll offend my babe. Now we mad. The art of communication is huge. It's huge. It is huge in marriage, you know. But we have a lot of fun being married. We do. We have a lot of fun. We do. Like, me and Keith is probably the most childish 54-year-old couple ever. Like, I mean, we plan a date with King and Trey. Like, you know, we like to do this dumb stuff. David and Lexi, like, we just childish. Like, what y'all want to do dumb today? You know, we over at Tiffany and Larry's house, man. There was some big old kids right there. Man, we be over there somewhere. We was dancing to Michael Jackson. We were so tired. I got them on video. Man, we was doing the Michael Jackson dance, trying to learn all the moves. Like, they got them down pat. Like, we are probably the most childish 54-year-old couple ever. But we have a lot of fun being married, but it is work. It is work. It is not work in a bad way, but it takes work. You have to make sure, like, you know, like, Keith on, boy, if you Keith don't play, you say something about me, that boy, you won't see HG fail. He does not play that. Don't say nothing about my wife. And if I'm wrong, he'll tell me. He will tell me if I'm wrong. He'll tell me, like, babe, like, no. But I can do that to him, like, honey, no, that wasn't cool, babe. I mean, we can do that with each other. We get mad, because I'm like, what? Shoot, she said, please. I ain't taking it easy now. You know, you're like, babe, that's what I know. I was wrong. Okay, but whatever. Okay. And so, and Keith is the same way. Like, you know, nobody likes to be told that they're wrong. You know, but then you gotta go back and be like, okay, I mean, that was my bad. He'll be like, he'll put his little apple in there. Babe, what you think about that? I'm like, well, babe, I mean, I probably would have did, you know, this. He'll get mad about that. What's wrong with it? Nothing wrong with it. I mean, you asked me. I'm just saying that I probably wouldn't have, like, picked that out. But it's still right, you know? And if I ask him, like, honey, do you think? He'll be like, oh, yeah, do those shoes with it. And then if I come up with some different shoes on, oh, God. Don't ask me if you ain't going to wear what I say. Why you laughing so hard, Chris? Hey, my baby get mad about that, so I be scared to ask him, like, dang, I'm going to have to go and make this decision on my own, because we having a good day. I ain't trying to make my baby mad. He don't like that. But, my time is up. But yeah, we have a lot of fun being married. He's a great guy, guys. He really is. But I just encourage people who want to be married, single men, single women, like, don't believe the hype. Like it looks like people out there, they, you know, man, I can tell you some horror stories about marriage. I mean, I got a good friend right now, I hope she'll listen to the podcast, but she got tricked. She got tricked so bad. But I mean, to the point where we all got tricked. Like, because he had all of us fooled. And the stuff that he did to her, I'm looking at this, like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? And she gave up all of that, like, and I've never seen her strip like that. She's very, like, don't do that to me. Her first husband, he didn't get away with it. And I tell her that all the time. Her first husband didn't get away with none of it. None of it. Because her self-esteem was so high, like, boy, please, I'll divorce you. You don't want to do it? Bye. But she got tricked by him. He stripped her down to nothing. To nothing. To the point where I was so mad, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, who are you? You are nowhere near the same person that you used to be. This ain't the same one I know. I've been knowing her for years. I said, this is not the same person I know. But you allowed that one man, and they wasn't even married a year. So in 1 year, they probably dated, in 1 year, he completely destroyed her. Completely destroyed her. And it ain't impossible. Like it is not, it can happen. Like they are so, men can be like, she's fine too. She's fine. She's fine. And so, and that's what makes me, I'm nice, I'm super nice. But I was so mad with her that when we were sitting up eating, I'm like, what is wrong with you? She was making excuses and, well, maybe this, maybe, no, I think, maybe this. I said, stop making excuses for him. That is an excuse that you're making for him, and he is never going to change. It can't get no lower than what he did. It can't get no lower. So you can sit here and you done gave her 15, 20 years of life, and you single, but you happy. Lonely. It's one thing to be lonely in here, right? Lonely in here, like y'all can hook up, y'all can go out, you know what I'm saying? But it's another thing to be lonely in a miserable marriage. That's a whole nother level. Because lonely in here, we can have fun. Like, she's like, girl, what's wrong with you? Let's go out. Let's go get some chicken wings. Let's go eat some pizza. That's a different kind of loneliness. But a loneliness, you done hooked up with some dude that lied. Now you lonely, you miserable. He done broke you down so far that all the stuff that you heard over 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, you don't even believe that about yourself no more. You look at yourself in the mirror, you don't see that person no more because you allowed one person to trick you into thinking that he loved you, and he ain't no man of God. He don't have no conviction. He will do there's nothing he won't do. Nothing at all. Because a person, male or female, without conviction will do anything. The sky's the limit. Like, I don't care, please. You the dummy. And this girl, literally, this dude, like, had her, like, in a park, put her out at night with her dog. And no hotel will take that dog. So she's in a park at midnight. And I didn't even know, because she was too embarrassed to tell me, which I hate, but she was too embarrassed to tell me. Now I know everything, and I'm just like, it's so easy. It's so easy. This is the best life y'all living right now. It may not feel like it all the time. It may not seem like it, but my friend, she would trade places with y'all today to take that hurt. She can't get rid of that hurt. She texted me today. She cannot get rid of that hurt. She can't. How do I move past this? How did I end up here? Like, I was the stuff. I knew I was the stuff. She walked like she the stuff and make money. She ain't no broke, like she got it going on. But she got tricked. She got caught up by somebody. I don't know why he did it. Like, I mean, what was the point? Like, why did you do that? Why, I mean, like, reduced her to nothing. Don't get played like that. And I know it makes you, like, sometimes Bishop, you be like, hey, Bishop, I mean, what's wrong with him? I mean, what's wrong? I mean, he seems cool. Like, what you seeing that I ain't seeing? But this one right here, he's seen. He's seen this guy. He met this guy, or she told him, he was like, mm-mm. And then she married him anyway. And she didn't understand why he said no. Even when she told me, she was kind of upset with Bishop. I wanted him to come talk to us. He wouldn't. She was upset about that. But we can't see what the man of God's eyes can see. Now, we can't see it because God ain't going to show us everything, but he saw that. He saw it. And she didn't want to believe it. Why? He treated her like a queen in the beginning. He was Southern hospitality. Open your car door. Shut your car door. Did you eat, babe? Go lay down, rest, all that. Until they got married. He never ever put up one wedding picture. Not one on his page. Like, I didn't even want nobody to know I'm married. Because he just wasn't, He just wasn't really about that life. But he got her, he destroyed her, and it's taken some time to, I mean, she's on her way. She's divorced now. She got her own place. She never lost her job. But it ruined her. It was unnecessary what she went through, but you know, she obviously needed to go through that. She learned a valuable lesson. But I talk about me and Keith being super overprotective of our marriage as we are. Like people put this post up on Facebook and they say, and this is just our marriage, y'all, so don't y'all be throwing tomatoes at me, but people say, can a husband and wife have best friends of the opposite sex? And when they ask me that question, can you have a best friend of the opposite sex? And you know what my answer to them is? I was his best friend. So that didn't work for us. So we ain't gonna try it. Now, I don't know, it might work for y'all. It don't work for us. We ain't got best friends like that. I'm your best friend. Now, we have friends. We have friends together, but I was your best friend. And you married your best friend. And got 50 kids and 20 grandkids. Like, no, best friends of opposite sex don't work. We do have mutual friends, though. Like, a lot of our mutual friends, like, are married. You know, we have some single friends that me and Keith talk to, but sometimes I'll be talking to one on the phone, and Keith will be like, yeah, you lucky that's my homeboy, because you wouldn't be just sitting up on the phone like that, talking like that. You know, and Keith, he don't play that stuff. Like, if we go to one of his friends' house, and his friend like, girl, come over here and give me a hug, he'd be like, hey, back up on my wife, boy, like, you know, like, just, like, you know, like, I don't play that. Like, we cool, but we ain't cool like that, you know. And I'm the same way, because my baby has, like, he has this magnetic personality, and people just love him. Everywhere he goes, they just love Keith. Everybody loves Keith, and I'll be like, okay. I know y'all love Chris. Everybody loves Chris, but everybody loves Chris. Everybody loves Keith, and they just think he's just so sweet and he's so funny, and he is. He is. But sometimes I'll be like, okay, thank you. I know he is though. But we're just overprotective like that, you know, when it comes to our marriage like that, because adultery, thank God, I can say, thank God we never had to deal with it. I don't know if I could be the saved, forgiven. I just don't know if I could do it. I just don't know if I could do it. Because I'll be like, there's a whole other side to me, and people always say, you're so sweet, you're so sweet. But keep like, if there's that side they don't want to see. He like, I'm the only one that gets to see that side, because I have such a, like, I don't even like that side of me when it comes out. But I will bring it out. I will bring it out. I try not to too often. And Keith be like, honey, calm down, honey. I'm like, honey, I'm trying. It's a fight. It is a fight. But yeah, so we don't play the best friend games. But for the most part, people, when I do have a scripture, I'm sorry, y'all, look, I am saved, I do have one scripture, but for the most part, the majority of people, though, they do respect marriage. They do respect marriage. They respect our marriage. Like, they, you know, me and Bishop always talk about marriage, and when you and Echo was ready to get married, you know, Day, Lexi, and, okay, y'all, help me out now. Y'all see me looking crazy? Yeah. We always talk about marriage, like, when you're so young like that, Davion, if you want to get married, you gotta grow up quick, but you ain't gotta grow up to the point where you can't have fun. I'm childish, okay? I'm 54 years old and I'm childish. I ain't gonna lie, I love to have fun. I like doing dumb stuff. I just got issues, y'all. I'm like, am I even, what am I so keep? I'm childish. I'm so childish to be up here talking to somebody. I just am. But not childish, not grow up to the point where you throw away, because you guys are young. Like, just because you're married, you can still be 18, 19, 20 years old. You can still go to Worlds of Fun. You know, you can still go to the park and swing. Like, you can still do all of those. Do all of that stuff. Like, don't let marriage, because if you take marriage like that, then you will feel like, I gotta grow up, I gotta be a man. You know, like, I can't do this, I can't do this. And it comes all about work and family. No, do dumb stuff. Have fun. Because, you know, that just brings longevity to your marriage. You have to have fun. You have to. You know, and when it's time to be serious, you know when it's time to be serious. You know, but you guys are so blessed to be in here learning this. Like, there's so many. Is that a bat? I forgot what I was saying. Did anybody remember what I was saying? Have fun. Okay. Well, that messed me up. But life is too short, and you know, me and Bishop talk all the time about being immature, like being insecure in marriage. Like, you can't get so mad in marriage. Like, divorce, don't ever. Like, divorce is just, I mean, unless it's, you know, like, I don't fool pastoral stuff. But when it comes down to divorce, that ain't a word you just casually throw out. Like, I know, I know people every time they get mad, well, I'm getting a divorce. Well, I'm just getting a divorce. To the point now where it's just like saying good morning. You know, and it has ruined their marriage because you make the person so insecure that I don't know when you're going to leave. I don't know if you're going to leave. I don't know if we're really getting a divorce. I don't know if you're going to file. And it's not working. And I'm like, you guys have probably said divorce more times in your short stint of marriage than we've ever said in 30 years. Because we just don't talk about it. It's like, no, we're not getting a divorce. Like, we are in it for the long haul. We are in this marriage. Like, it is what it is. Like, hey, babe, I done gained a few pounds, but hey, you know, hey, it is what it is. I know. You know, it's just that. Like, you don't get the divorces because I ain't skinny no more. Because I ain't got on the same green jeans that I had on in 9th grade. Like, you suck. You know. You know, and people will get mad and call divorce for dumb stuff. Like, stupid reasons. You know. And the more you get used to saying it, you know, you think you really got a valid point. And then you trying to explain it to me. Like, no, I'm divorcing because I'm like, what? Like, he's selfish. Like, how many people you know that ain't selfish? And what makes you think the next one ain't gonna be selfish? Right. Like, that's stupid. Like I just say, marriage is the worst conversation to have with me. When you start talking about, I'm like, that's stupid. Right. Like, I ain't the one. I just ain't the one. Because when you marry somebody, unless it's just like all the other stuff that your pastor deals with, it ain't worth it. But the more you throw divorce out there, you'll make a person want to divorce you. They're like, hey man, why you divorce her? Hey, because she kept saying she was going to divorce me, so I just left. You know? Hey, I ain't going to stick around like it's just... But it's just the truth, because you make a person insecure. You make a person not feel like that's their home. You know, every time you get mad, get out. Okay, well, you take that security away from that person. You know, so like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. You know, I'm like, all these kids y'all got, y'all gonna split these kids up behind something stupid. Like, it doesn't make sense. So then he also talked about the power of the wife. Bishop, we throwing stuff out there too. I'm like, Bishop, now. You know, during Sunday morning, talk about that. Bring that up. Talk about this. I'm feeling like, I can't keep going about this stuff. I got all these notes. So like, and then he told Keith, talk about that. Break it up. Then you can write that down. So we back here taking double notes. But
even told me some stuff. Make sure you say no.
He texted me today too. So he texted me one thing today. I'm like, thank you for just the one. I'm like, Bishop, how did you do this for 30 years? Like, that's just really just messed up my whole day. Like, y'all, for real. Like, I'm like, dude, I just got my hair done. Like, I'm sweating my hair out. Like, what's going on? It had me messed up all day. Lisa Omar inboxed me. Boy, everybody, Darnetta, you gonna be okay. I'm like, you think? You think I'm gonna be okay? Hey, it messed up my whole day. I was like, honey, okay, so honey, what am I supposed to, honey? Just let God, okay, babe, all right, I'm good. But he talked about the power of the wife. And we really don't realize how powerful we are. I figured it out. I figured it out. But we really don't realize that. And when he talked about, you know, and to me it goes both ways, but letting your husband like get off track. You know, like I said, me and Keith, I can do that with him. Like even if he gets mad, I can say, honey, you know, that probably ain't, you know, don't mess yourself up. Like at his job, they talk about stuff. I'm like, man, y'all need to stop talking about that at work. Somebody's gonna get fired. You know, when you know the LGBT thing first, I'm gonna talk about that at work, babe. I'm an HR major, that you will get fired. I've seen a whole row of people get fired at Mutual Omaha behind that. Don't do it. You know, let them do it. But don't do it to me. And so, and he can do that with me. Like I mean, he can tell me stuff like, honey, you know, you're looking at that wrong, babe. You're probably looking at that wrong. And I don't always agree with him, but I flow with him because that's my babe. He ain't gonna always take my side just because I'm his wife. You know, and sometimes people do that, like that's my wife. Now, in front of people, he might, but that one right there, that dude will go off. Like all my kids is like, they be scared. They're like, Mom, could you ask Dad? I'm like, no, Mom, please, no, ask him yourself. They only want to ask you stuff. Even Jasmine, she's like, oh, Mommy, can you bring me something to eat? I'm like, look, I'm still at work. Call Honey. No, Grandmommy, no, please. Can you just ask Honey for me? Because I'm like, why? Why y'all call me so easy? Y'all don't take my no easy. If I say no, you're like, come on, Mom. No, come on, quit playing. Honey? No. They'll be like, even Jasmine. Gio ain't quite that scared of it, but Jasmine's like, Grandmommy, can you ask Honey if he will bring us food? I'm like, well, Honey gets off at 3:15. Call him up. No, Grandmommy, please. Just ask him for me. And so I'm like, no. Sometimes I'm like, no. You call him, Honey. I'm at work. And she'll put on some performance, and then she'll text me back, I got food, Grandmommy. You gotta know how to, like, he tells me, I'm like, honey, can I have some of this? No. Say, please. No, honey, please. He's like, honey, listen. No means no. No don't mean keep asking. Like, no means no. Because I know eventually I'll get it. I know it's good. But, another thing that I know about, if me and Keith are having an argument or a discussion, and it's one of those, it's gonna go for a minute. I ain't giving up, you ain't giving up type argument. We finna ride this thing out. And so, sometimes, you know, God will be like, you know what? Shut up. Because the more I argue, he will not. And Keith will be dead wrong, and he'll straight up tell me, well, you just don't know when to let it go. I'm like, but honey, what about if you're just drop it, honey, okay? I said it, I'm sorry. Like, no, babe, like, you should have said it. But what I realize is the quieter I am, he apologizes quick. Because if I'm quiet, and he knows if I'm quiet, I'm hopping in Fifth Street. He knows it. He's like, this heifer man for real now, so. She mad. She ain't arguing. She ain't telling me. I want her to argue a little. So I'm kind of gauging like, where she at? If she ain't saying nothing, she mad. But the choir, because I be thinking, I'm like, Lord, let him drive past Zeno's sword so he can read the scripture up there. Hey. Y'all know Zeno's swords will put you in check, boy. Boy, you ride past Zeno's swords and you got attitude, God will be like, what? Oh, heck no. God, I'm like, God, let him roll through Zeno's swords, Lord. You know he's wrong. But I have realized though that the quieter I am, the more, and I mean, and it's just a God thing. Like if I'm quiet, then that's like God can deal with him. God can talk with him. God can't deal with him if I'm trying to be God. Like, you know, I'm trying to make him apologize. So the quieter I am, he'll apologize quicker. He'll be like, babe, you know what? I'm sorry. You know. And that it's just huge in marriage, man. It really is, because when somebody don't say sorry to you, I mean, you know how you feel when somebody that you ain't married to don't say sorry. You be like, no, you ain't gonna even say sorry? Like, you gonna really just sit there and act like you didn't do it? Say it? So imagine being married to somebody that don't say sorry. Like, if you don't say sorry, I can just walk away like, you know what, you is real foul. But y'all know some people that owe you an apology, they ain't apologize, and ain't going to. So get over it tonight. They ain't gonna say sorry. You just gotta say, you know what, hey, maybe one day they might drive past Dino's sword and he'll tell them. Maybe. But until then, you might have to go ahead and just chalk that up as a loss. But another thing he wanted me to talk about is appearance. Like, y'all know, I just, you know, I just like clothes. Keith said it's an obsession. Keith said, babe, let's go for a walk in the mall. We're just going to walk around the mall. That's it. We're trying to get some exercise. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, did you see that? That was so cute. People like, come on. They're like, please. He's like, it's like crap to you. Like, you just like, honey, I promise, babe, I ain't even going to try this one. Please, baby, let me go see how much stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. But I just like clothes. I mean, y'all think I'm really not a shopaholic. I'm not. I really only get to dress up one day a week. And I get to dress up on Sunday. So I have all these clothes, and I'm like, I'm never going to wear it. So then it's like, when Sunday comes, I'm like, shoot, no, I can't. Because I only get to dress up one day. 5 days a week, I got to wear that ugly MUD shirt. I don't dress that up. What am I going to do with an MUD shirt? I can't do it. Like, it get on my nerves, man. I done talked to my boss about it, and we have at least frightened nothing. Dude, even when we wear jeans, you still got to wear an MUD shirt. Like, that ain't right. So I'm really not a shopaholic. I just don't get to wear it myself. So when I get the chance to wear it, I do it. So we be like, baby, we going on Friday? Tiffany be like, do you want to go on Friday? Heck yeah, girl. I'm getting 3 for 3. That's great too. So I love to dress up. But he's talking about that when you're with somebody for so long, you just get comfortable. You know, you do. You get comfortable and you be like, hey, you ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere. You look a mess, I look a mess. It is what it is. And you can't do it. You can't do it. Because, you know, it's a bad heifer that knows she a bad heifer. That is, when Bishop said that, boy, that made me so mad. I'm like, that heifer probably just be thinking she's doing it at University of Omaha, don't she? Anyway, but it's true, like there's always somebody, they don't look nice whether you look raggedy or not. They don't care. And I don't want to be standing in the grocery line looking a mess and here's from somebody stepping looking just as sharp. Like, I'm at least be kind of cute. I might not be all, but I'm at least, I just, like, you cannot let yourself go. You can't give up. And I mean, and y'all ain't, but he wants you to talk about it, but you have to care about how you look for you. Like for you. Not, like, I don't necessarily do it for Keith, you know, because Keith, you know, he see me dress up all the time. Sometimes he may like, that's cute, sometimes he might not. But, you know, I catch him sometime, I'll be like, okay. He ain't say nothing. Maybe not put no lipstick on, boy. It's like, hey. Hey. I know you want to put the lipstick on now. And he's so ignorant, you know. He's real ignorant. I'm like, okay, I'm just making sure you still know this. Boy, he might not every day be like, babe, that's still, yeah, you killing it. Okay, I see you, girl, I see you. He might not do that every day, but boy, if I don't put some lipstick on, boy, that boy be like, where do you think you're going like that? You should. Better put some lipstick on and stuff over here. So I'm saying, don't let yourself go. They do pay attention. And do it for you. Do it for you. And y'all do it. Y'all do it. We boost, but yeah. And people at work be like, hey, do y'all even go to church? I'm like, girl, let me tell you something. I have been at church since 7 o'clock. Okay, so don't try to go there. Just because you've been at church for 2 hours and you still look a mess, don't hate. Yeah. But, I say that, this is another thing he wanted me to talk about. And this is my last point. Oh my gosh, can you guys believe it? What time is it? Oh my gosh, baby, I did it. He also wanted to talk about budgets and like Bishop, I just don't think nobody can budget like Bishop. Like Bishop, is it even possible? Can we even really do it like that? But he did want me to talk about budgets, necessities. I work at MUD. You work at OPPD. I get to see the people come in MUD. And you know, everybody that gets their lights and gas and stuff turned off, it ain't because they raggedy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't because they just broke down. It's some people just really forgot. Like, you know what? Dang it. You know, I just didn't do it. But there are some people who just don't have it. Like, they just don't have it. But now, the ones that kill me will roll up in there in a Cadillac Escalade, and they nails done, and we come in there stepping, and now they're the ones that get me. I be like, see, no, you can't fight my, no, I'm not like that. But, you know, you still gotta work with them. But my heart don't go out to them. But I helped a girl at my desk who was probably, she might have been 18 or 19, because I see me, you know what I'm saying? Because I had 2 kids by the time I was 18 as well. And so I'm looking at this girl. She's pregnant. She had 3 kids. And none of them was in school. And I mean, like kindergarten. I don't mean like school was out. I mean, they wasn't even in school. They was just babies. And she's sitting at my desk, and she literally has no money. She's pregnant by one dad. She got kids by another dad, and ain't nobody even caring about how she gets her lights and gas on. They don't even care. The dad don't care in the dead of winter. The dead of winter. I think she had OPPD, so she had a space heater, which is dangerous. You can only do that so long. But she was just literally crying, like for months. No water, no gas. And I'm trying everything within me, trying to figure out, how can I help this girl? And you ain't really supposed to do that. I did do it once. But it was the saddest thing ever. Like, she couldn't have been no more than 19 or 20 years old. And so I'm like, what have you been doing all this time? Like, what are you going to do? Like, how are you going to get this gas and water? And she would just come in there and pay $50, pay $100. 2 baby daddies. They could care less what the kids is doing. It's some raggedy people out here, you know. And I begged my supervisor. I'm like, listen, this girl ain't got no money. She got these babies. Somebody gonna freeze to death up in this house. Mama's sick of you because you keep having babies, so you ain't coming over here. And it's sad. It was a sad story. And I mean, I don't know, my supervisor worked it out. Like, MUD ain't gonna turn nobody on for $200, especially if you ain't paid in 6 months. They just ain't gonna do it. But I begged and begged and begged, like, please, what can we do? Like, we gotta do something. This girl she got babies. So she did. She called the agency. She did. The agency said, we got her, turn her on. And that girl cried and cried and cried like a baby. So, utilities, the necessities, water, gas, electricity, because people have electric heat. Like, you have to make sure that you have that stuff budgeted for. Like me and Keith, I just set everything up on auto pay. Hey, just take it out, just take it, because I'm getting old. I'll be forgetting stuff sometimes. Like, just snatch it out. And when I look out, I'm like, dang it, that came out. Shoot! Forgot that was going to come out, you know. Auto pay will mess you up if you don't pay attention to it. But, like, oh, I thought I had an extra $60. Like, for real? Stupid old bill. But, you know, car insurance, like life insurance. Let's just talk about life insurance. See, that ain't on my script. I used to be an insurance agent, and I hated I let my license go, but I did. But life insurance, renter's insurance. I just talked to a landlord the other day that told me that he had a tenant that wouldn't get renter's insurance, and his house got broken into. And he was like, it would have covered everything for like $6 or $7 a month. It would have replaced everything. He just lost, people just won't do it. Life insurance, especially for y'all being so young, like, get it now and keep it. Especially if you get one where the rates don't change, get it now and keep it. Don't wait till you get sick. Don't wait till you have a heart attack, you know, because then it's just more expensive. But the younger you are when you get it, the cheaper it is. Sometimes they climb term, to get the longest term, I always say get the longest term, you can get a 20-year term, 30-year term, and it'll stay set at that rate. At least for 30 years, by then your house is paid off and you don't really need it anyway. But you gotta have some life insurance. People die every day without life insurance, and they're doing GoFundMes, they're doing all this, doing all that. My leader's grandson that died, you know, if, you know, irresponsible mom, you know, let the baby, you know, fall between the vent, suffocate, you know, she ain't got no life insurance. So, I mean, when you have these babies, I mean, little babies like that, it's like $2. You know, because you don't take much to bear, but you gotta have that stuff, life insurance, car insurance, renter's insurance, homeowner's insurance. Like, you will appreciate it. You don't ever want to use it, but when you need it, it's the security of knowing that it's there. I think I'm done. I did want to tell y'all this one funny story. I hope my honey don't get mad at me. Want me to whisper it? So, okay, this is my last funny story. So, you know, working at MUD, you encounter like so many different people. And sometimes people, like, you become these people's favorite person. And, you know, you have them ones that I want you to help me. Okay. I want you to help me. I want you to help me. So I'm like, all right, I'll help you. And so this is I'm gonna tie this back into being respectful in marriage. And so there's this guy that comes in there. He ain't nothing, no, he just a old man, but he'll come in there. And before he signs in, he'll come back to my desk. No, right, let's go sign it, right? Because he want to make sure I ain't got nobody. I'm going to help him. Come back there, I'll help him. I'm like, thank you so much. You're so nice. Thank you so much. Blah, blah. Okay, come in again. Like, dude, listen, like, yeah, go sign in. If I ain't got nobody, and I'll tell him all the time, if I don't have a customer, I can help you. Like, but if I got a customer, I can't help you. I'm gonna tell him to move so I can help you. Like, no, go sign in. So I help him. So one day he comes in there, and I help him. And so in the middle of me helping him, he pulls out this box of jewelry. His jewelry. And so, boy, Bobby really was about to be Bobby B and Bobby Brown that day. And so, I know, man. But he pulls out this box of jewelry. And so he was like, he just like, you know what? You're so nice. You know, you help me so much. I just want to give you this. And so I was like, so he pushed it over to me. I'm like, and I was like, wow, that's nice. That's nice. And so in my mind, I'm still telling him, you know, you need to pay $300. It's like this side of my mind was working, how much you gonna pay. This side of my mind is like, how I'm about to tell this fool I can't take this jewelry without hurting his feelings. Because I didn't want to hurt his feelings, because he thinks I'm so nice. So I had to be nice. So, after I got done telling him his payment arrangement, I said, thank you. I appreciate you thinking that you have to reward me for doing my job. But that's my job. Customer service, this is my job, this is what I do. I said, but I cannot take this. I can't do that. He was like, oh, come on, no, don't do me like that. I said, no, I can't take that, but thank you. I said, and if I walk out of here with that box of jewelry, my husband gonna kill me. And he was like, all right, he took it back. And in my mind, I'm thinking, now whose feelings, and this is where respect in marriage comes from. Whose feelings am I more concerned about at this particular time? Because I ain't gonna never see you until next month. But this one right here, you know, he like what? Like, you took some jewelry, you know. And in my mind, like, okay, so I'm thinking, like, so if I take it, I could just throw it in the trash and not tell him. If I take it and wear it, he don't know all the jewelry that, you know, he don't know what's in my jewelry box. He wouldn't know. Like, he wouldn't be like, where'd you get that? He wouldn't probably ever question it. But I start thinking, like, what if he thinks that that symbolizes something? What if he thinks that that means, hey, mental health is something else. He might be thinking, you my MUD girlfriend. You know, you help every time I come in here. Or what if we out to dinner and he just roll up like, oh, I didn't know he was married. You know what I'm saying? Like that thing could have took so many. And this is how my mind is working while I'm sitting at this desk and trying to tell him how much his payment arrangement is. But I'm like, never. And that's just how much I value my marriage. Like I could have done it. And he wouldn't even know unless you get rolled up on. In Omaha, you get rolled up on quick. And who knows how ignorant people are. He might just roll up and be like, oh, you didn't tell me you was married. Did you like the jewelry I gave your wife? You know what I'm saying? Like people is ignorant like that. So the way I handled it, I love the way I handled it. I did, and I didn't hurt his feelings. I didn't hurt my babe's feelings.
Right.
Did I, babe? So, but it's just all about respect. So when you marry, know that's gonna happen. Like Chris, somebody always gonna be trying to holler at Echo. You know, when you marry people fine, that's baby, I'm just saying, it's always gonna be somebody in your husband or wife's face. Tiffany, Larry. It is what it is, but it's all about respect, and it's about how you respect that person whether you're with them or not. It's about how you respect that person when you're at work and they're at work, or if you're on the grocery store together. It's all about mutual respect. But I didn't read my scripture. Can you read Proverbs 10, 20, and 31? And then I'll be done. I promise. This is my favorite scripture, only because I think it's the first scripture that I learned when I came to church. No, not evangelist. Did you just hear me say it's the first scripture I learned when I came to church? That ain't no evangelist.
Proverbs 10.
Is it 31?
31?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 31.
Baby, now shut up. I didn't say the number. I just said the scripture. It's two different things. But, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The mouth of the just.
No. Sorry. 10. It's 10:31.
31:10.
Okay. Gee, baby, I'll be quiet. You're confusing me.
Sorry.
But this scripture I love because I always it makes a woman feel so proud. Like it's like, wow, you know, like a virtuous woman, you know, like your price is far above rubies. Like it just makes you feel like so elegant and so special. And well, this was always one of my favorite scriptures. I try to pride myself after I ain't got all the things down yet, but I'm gonna get there.
You sure this is the one you want?
Maybe Proverbs, the virtuous woman.
Oh, I'm sorry. 31:10.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Shut up.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant's ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth the field, and buyeth it with the fruit of her hands. She planteth a vineyard.
That's good. But that scripture, that's always been my favorite scripture. I don't know what it is about it. It just makes me feel so beautiful. You know what I mean? Being compared to like rubies and diamonds. And that's what we are, women. We're beautiful. You know, we're special. Our husbands cherish us. Our husbands love us. Your husband that's coming will feel that way about you. You know, but I love that scripture, you know, and I want you to feel when you read that scripture, feel like, hey, I'm the most beautiful thing. I'm the finest thing walking. I'm the most beautiful thing walking on the face of this earth. Like you have to feel like that about yourself, and that's about all I have, guys. Did I get my scripture in? Yeah. Y'all don't know where it leads. before we close out in prayer, y'all don't know how hard this is for Lisa. And she don't know how much it was needed, way overdue. How much you blessed the single women, the married women, and she's so goofy. I call her Bobby and Whitney because they bicker like they like Bobby and Whitney. It's so funny at Sunday school. But some of the things you have to sit down, take notes, Lisa, because there's some people that have some questions. Not no, Lisa, not you sit down, no, sit down. Some notes. One thing I want you to notice. And she started with that song, and I almost didn't make it through class. HG, if you know HG, he's been rapping and rocking music. He is a lyricist. He writes beautifully. And if you listen to any or all of his songs, the one thing that is consistent, he writes about what he loves the most, and that's God and Lisa. And everything you hear from HG, he talks about what's in his heart. Naturally, that one of my favorite songs is the Outstanding song. When I first, because I love that song, but and it's all about Lisa, and it makes you think, and that's been for years. And so this Marriage is Honorable song, it has to be released so that I can listen to that and get it in my spirit. And what she said, don't accept anything less than that. And it's hard, it's easy for you to say it and it's easier for us to hear it, but it's hard to do when you are lonely. But loneliness, and right there, she said that loneliness in here, in your singleness, what she means, is different than loneliness in marriage, in an abusive relationship. And we're going to have special prayer for your friend, because we take for granted what we hear and the testimonies we have, and we think Bishop is just being so hard, he don't understand. And he is a man of God, whether he does have pastor eyes. That's why you don't hide who somebody is interested in, because you get caught up. Y'all know I've been there. We all have been there where you get approached and it's exciting for somebody to take interest in you, and you go from 0 to 60. You can't see. You don't want to see. And you should be excited. You should be happy. Not that, when you get approached by enough somebody that okay, well, I like what I see as much as they like what they see. You want somebody that ain't all got butterflies to be like, and it hurts because you go and be like, okay, this is my friend, and they like, You be like, can't you just be excited for me this one time, Bishop? I hate introducing, if you can make it through my dad, you're one. Because you don't like nobody, but I have to respect that he sees something. You want nothing less than what HG Field is to Lisa Mills. All her flaws, all her issues, all her ups, all her downs, all her turnarounds, he has accepted it. And not bringing up divorce is something, because if you keep saying it, that's where you're going to head. They don't even, and Lisa's always, even when I was married to her brother, don't say that. And I'll be like, brother, I ain't got to say it. Don't do it. Take your pick. But she's always been that way. No, don't say the divorce word. Don't say, and we underestimate what we say and what happens, because you saying it, you've given up. You're finding a way. You're finding a reason. He's selfish. He's that. It's a lot of work. Thank God for people in the house of God that are willing to share. And a lot of people have that testimony, but they're not willing to share the stories. We think Bobby and Whitney just always happy and laughing, unless you talk to Davion. Davion will tell you the real Keith and Lisa stories. Baby fighting. But another thing she said about being stripped. And here's why we're going to have special prayer. Because Satan just wants, first of all, he's pissed off that you sitting here tonight on a Tuesday night and you're getting all this word. And there's women out there that have left this word, and he don't understand why haven't you left like they left. And if you keep sitting here listening to that, you're going to try to get what Keith and Lisa got, and he don't want that for you. He just needs one shot. He just needs one more shot to strip you so that he can go back to God and laugh and say, all those 32 years that you held on and had Bishop Barlow being sustained, it was for naught. That's all he wants.
and it hurts the man of God when if you'd have just came to me and been open and honest, I could have helped you with that. He just needs one shot to strip you to, like she said, this person who had a beautiful countenance, self-esteem. Now you don't even recognize. It don't just affect her, it affects her kids, it affects her friends, and he just is laughing like, I just want to strip you. One relationship will have you looking around and be like, where? I don't even remember. I would have never thought that I would be in that situation. I would never let somebody dog me out like you. You don't know what you would do for love when you idolize singleness and loneliness. When you idolize, I can't do this no more. I'm tired of that. That's all the enemy needs. He knows that that's number one on your list. And he just wants that one. And you will look up, I have done things. And I'm like, that is not even me. Now, what are you doing in that situation? That's not even you. And you are embarrassed. And then, once he got you embarrassed, you can't come back. You can't, no. You can't let people know. So thank God for a man of God who don't want you stripped. It's hard. I know you mad. I'm mad too. I ain't talking from y'all. It's me. I get mad too. He just don't want you stripped. Because Satan just needs that one shot. So let God, let him get exposed. If he's an HG field, I'll do what I gotta do. You can bring anybody in I want them to see. I ain't hiding nothing. You want your brothers and sisters who have watched you suffer. Not to be nosy, and we get that, but you know what? I want Mila to ask all the raw questions that maybe Karen is too nice to ask. Mila ain't impressed by nobody. She ain't scared to say it. She ain't gonna have to say it pretty. She gonna say it Mila's way. And if you offended by Mila, we got a problem because that's my sister. I can't get rid of Mila. You can't have me in your life and not have a Mila. It ain't gonna happen. I just don't understand what we're gonna do. It ain't gonna work out. I got people here who have invested in me. They understand my value for the kingdom. We understand Nandi's value to the kingdom. We can't just let anybody have a Nandi. Nandi may not understand that because she's tired of being valued by the kingdom. Anybody get tired of being valued by the kingdom? Like, well, maybe y'all shouldn't value me so much because y'all ain't letting nobody in. Sorry, can't do it. Sorry that you can't see what others see. So you want that. So that was Satan just wants to strip you and to take you down to you walking at midnight with your dog. And you look at me like, how did I get in this situation? Because I wanted that. I idolized my loneliness, and I wanted to be out of that loneliness in my singleness. Well, you're right, and I had to thank God. I said, it's some lonely days. But you're right, I can get up and go kick it. I can go anywhere I want to go. If I'm having a bad day, I'm having a bad day. It's just me. It's just me and my mind. I can shake myself out of that. But if somebody is telling me, get out of my house. I don't want you here. I'm not used to that. My boys ain't used to seeing me that way. But I may be too embarrassed to say, Lisa, he's verbally abusive to me. He's saying things to me. Why? Because, well, that's what you wanted. You just wanted to be married. I don't want to say, you was right. I'm embarrassed until it's too late. Don't let Satan get that last shot to strip you because he's running out of time. So anything and everybody should be proud. Keith is proud of, and just for the lack of better term, he's proud of the mess he got. To anybody else be like, I ain't gonna be putting up with that. He's proud of that. He takes it all. They respect, another thing, they respect their marriage, so they have taught other people to respect their marriage. If you are disrespectful to your spouse, other people are going to be disrespectful to your spouse. It is rare that Lisa could be wrong. It's 2 left feet with 3 toes. But each AG going to let you know, no, you don't understand my babe. And I'm glad that she said that. He goes home and be like, nah, babe, you really was wrong. Because I'll be like, dang, Keith let Lisa get away with anything. Sometimes he do, but when it comes to, hey, that's my mess. That's my job as a priest to say, babe, now look, that ain't right.
But when it comes in public, they body, I promise you, she is not lying. They go to lunch together. They have recess together. I have been in MUD and she is on the phone with Keith after he just dropped her off. And for some people, you can't work together because that's too much. There's some people that are like, that's irritating. No, when they both worked at Mutual, it was bad. I was like, it's a joy to watch how people truly enjoy. We need more Keith and Lisa because there's not a lot of people that really enjoy their spouse. Another great thing she said to the young couples, have fun with each other. Why does everything got to be so serious? I'm the man, I'm the priest, I got to handle this, I got to be the man. Have fun. Be Ariel and Stephen and be goofy. You're young. You don't know how to be a 25-year-old. Ariel, you ain't never been 25. You're not 25 yet. Enjoy being that you're growing. He married you knowing that you're going to have to grow. He going to have to watch you grow up. You're marrying Bree knowing that, hey, Bree, we only 22 and 21 years old. We don't know what 25 and 30-year-olds do. Stop trying to act like you know what 25 and 30-year-olds do. And enjoy each other. Have fun. I hate people that are so serious. That's so, we gotta be. I'm talking about being goofy and immature and childish like Lisa is. But what I'm talking about, she said her words. I'm talking about when you genuinely enjoy being with your spouse. There are people we have fun when in our Sunday school class we enjoy each other. You should be able to go home and enjoy who you with. Or stay single. Because I'm happy. I have bad days, but I pretty much do pretty good by myself. I don't want to get married and now I got to be all rigid and now I always got to pray. I know I'm your strengthening belt, but can I just have some fun? Can we laugh? I got to call Karen all the time because who I'm married to don't laugh like Karen laughs. Well, I couldn't marry Karen. So I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I thank God that they have fun. We've seen them, we've all witnessed, and that's what's the beauty of Lisa being up there, because you know she ain't lying. Lisa ain't gonna, she gonna tell her. If she try to lie, it's gonna come out anyway. And the last point, about the budgeting. We're gonna go into that next week. HG has tomorrow. And I won't be here, and I'll have Sis Mo do altar call and collect offering. But that's a serious issue. We have a wave of different people. We have young couples getting ready to get married. We have these young couples that are having the dynamics of their life is changing. This government shutdown thing is unprecedented. And all it did was show me, and I had to talk with Sister Barlow, so she's going to come back next Tuesday. We'll talk a little bit more about it on Sunday, because you're going to have some homework to do even before you come to Tuesday night Bible class. Don't come next Tuesday, and I think that's the 15th, that's Bishop's birthday. You get a day off to stay home and celebrate if you're not going to come and find out about finances. If you got it all together, you all good, you got a bunch of money in savings, you got your budget, don't come. Take that night off, but it's for people, single, married, young couples, old couples who are needing help with their finances. And our First Lady is an expert. We call her the pimp, and that's for a reason. Because she handles her money like a pimp. She's pimping my dad. She handles her money like a G, and you need to. There's too many people that make too much money in the house of God, and they're not prosperous. You've gotten raises, and you're living in a hole. There's people that don't make a lot of money that you go to work with that manage their money. This thing helped me. There's people that have 2 and 3 months worth of their income, and we'll miss a check on Monday, and it's like, what we gonna do? I mean, I might do, I have people bless me, Karen, put something in my Craig, and I don't want people coming up bringing money. That's not my point. God is doing something. Trust me, God is ready to trump. But God is watching this. Trump can't shut nobody. He can't even shut his mouth down, so he sure can't shut the government down. God is allowing this to happen, and for no other reason to say, okay, you need to work on how your finances in the beginning of the year is a good time people trying to get it, right? Get your finances together. And all of us can say there's some areas where we just like, you know what, I just don't care. I just don't care. Everything is automatic. You're like, okay, but I didn't know they was gonna really for real take it this month like they took it last month. The young lady with MUD, I don't understand why the man keeps coming to talk to Lisa. Y'all know if you talking to Lisa, you behind some stuff about to get shut off or you trying to get it back on. Why he coming every day, every month to make arrangements? Because the last month when you made arrangements, you must let him keep that arrangement. We all been there. So we need to get to a point where we're honest with ourselves and lay some stuff out. We make too much money to not be prosperous. We don't have it like Bishop, but we trying to live like Bishop. We going to Dubai and to London and to different trips, and we're not really able to afford them. And some of us are not going because we can't afford them, but you still can't afford nothing. You said you were saving up for the trip to Montreal. 10 years later, we're not going to buy. You're still saving up for Montreal. You're not saving up for Montreal. That's just your excuse for saying, I ain't got the money. And I'm not even willing to save the money. So we're going to get all that exposed. The enemy is alive. We're going to get it all exposed. Since the government wants to shut down and the forefront is to money, we're going to deal with it. So thank you, Lisa. Again, HG is here tomorrow. Well, I want to give 5 minutes because she's so real. And this is a big deal. One-on-one. And if y'all go to her Facebook page, she preaches all the time. But to get her to talk in front of people, she's like, I can talk all day one-on-one. She will. But to get her to give that information to all of us, and it was a lot of information. If there's just a couple of people, because there's some things I'm like, ooh, man, if a couple of people have some follow-up questions, I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask some questions like, Lisa, can you help me with this? This is something that I've always, and she, even after that, she makes herself, we're going to have, we have question and answer. We're going to have a couple of questions. Anybody got a couple of questions that they wanted to ask? Okay, nobody have a question? For HG, you want a validation on some of the things. HG gonna have the rebuttal tomorrow, so come back and hear the body side. She did an amazing and an excellent job. And let's stand on our feet and let's go down to the altar and thank God for gifts in the kingdom. Every church don't have a Keith Lisa. And she's so amazing and so effective that there's people that love Lisa that don't even love God. They love Lisa.